Hello everyone, this is Sherif, and today is one of the English e-learning sessions that we are discussing the grammar subjects. And today I'm going to teach you the difference between be and being. Okay, as you can see here on the board, we have the first one. The boy is naughty. The boy is being naughty. So grammatically, and from what you can see right now, what could be the difference between those two sentences? Okay, as you can see here, being. So here is the difference between those two kind of phrases or two kind of sentences, is being. So what could be the difference in the meaning between those two kind of phrases? So the first one, when we say the boy is naughty, it has to do with the personality. What does that mean? It means that the boy is naughty, that this is the way he is. He is naughty, this is the way he is. He is not acting. However, when we say the boy is being naughty, that means it's related or it has to do with his behavior. So what actually the difference? The difference here that the boy is naughty, this is the way he is, this is his personality, he is not acting. However, when we say that he's being naughty, it's related to his behavior, that he usually polite and he's a good boy, but today as a temporary situation, he's acting in a naughty way. So he's not a naughty person always, but in this situation specifically, he is acting as a naughty person. So here comes the difference between being is naughty and is being naughty. So as a quick recap, as we have already discussed in the previous episodes, that be is a verb, which we have already discussed that earlier. It's an auxiliary verb that it distributed to three: am, is, or are in the present, was, and were in the past. This is great, and this is related to the first example. For the second one here, when you say you are rude, and by the way, rude is not polite. Rude is not polite. So when I say you are rude and you are being rude, I do mean you personally that you are rude, but this is the example. So you are rude. Rude is not polite. When I say you are rude, that means it actually has to do with your personality, and you are always rude person. However, when I say you are being rude, it has to do with a behavior that you might be a good guy and you are always acting in a good way, but today for a specific reason and for a specific situation, you have started being rude. So this is the way you are, this is the way occasionally you are as a temporary. So as you can see, usually and temporary. Usually that this is the way you are. Temporary, you're not always a rude person, but today you have been acting related to a situation, specific situation. This is great. For the third one here, he is funny and he is being funny. So what is the difference between these two phrases? That when I say he is funny, this is the way he is. He always a funny person, he always tell jokes. However, he is being funny, it has to do that he is acting today in a funny way. He's not usually in that kind of mood, or he's not usually acting like that. And this is great. And right now, we will go to discuss some examples related to be versus being. Welcome back. So we will take and we will discuss here a lot of examples in order for us to have a better understanding related to comparison between be and being. Okay, for the first one, I will tell you what's the meaning or what's the purpose of this sentence, and you should tell me what should I add here to make the meaning exactly the way it is. Okay, so when I say I was careful when I drove, and back then, so was is the past tense or the past form of am and is. So when I say I was careful when I drove, if I want to say that I am not usually careful, but I was careful in this specific situation, what should I add here to make that meaning? Yes. So I shall say I was being careful when I drove. That means that I wasn't usually, or I am not usually careful, which is my personality is not careful usually. However, my behavior in this kind of situation was careful. Great. That was for the first example. And for the second example, Sherif is active. Sherif is active. If I want to say that Sherif usually or always active, shall I leave it as it is or shall I add something to it? You have 2 seconds. Perfect. Yes, so I will leave it as it is. Why? Because Sherif's personality is active. He is always active. He is not acting as a temporary situation, but he's active right now. This is great. For the third one, Stacy is lazy. Stacy, lazy, which is the antonym of active. So Stacy is lazy, but the meaning that I would like to deliver, that Stacy, she's always active. She's always active. But today, for specific reason, as a temporary situation, she's lazy for a reason. So that means I should add, she's being lazy. That means that she is usually active, but today, because she didn't have so much sleep, maybe, or she didn't sleep early and she couldn't have much rest, she's being lazy today. Great. And here's the quiz time. We will have a good quiz. And why? In order for us to check if we understood the decision in a good way. So for the first one here, I am being bad means, what does that mean? Does that mean I'm always bad? I'm doing something bad right now, but I'm usually good? Or I am doing something good right now, but I'm usually bad? So let's check this out. I am being bad. Remember, when I say I am being, this is something related to what? It's related to behavior. So what's behavior means? So it's related to behavior, which means this is not my personality. That means I'm being bad, that I am doing something bad temporary, only on this situation, but I'm not always a bad person. So I'm doing something bad right now, but I'm usually good, and this is definitely the right answer. She's be naughty. Okay? Yes, it's correct. This phrase or this sentence is correct. No, it should be she's been naughty. No, it should be she's being naughty. So what could be the right answer? And shall I say she's being naughty? I don't think so. So the right one is great. She's being naughty. This is great. By the end of this session, I hope that you understood this session perfectly. I would like you to rewind and replay this session one more time in order for you to have a better understanding. If you have one of your friends and your family, anyone you know who doesn't know those information, make them a favor, share the video. Sharing the video means a lot to a lot of learners around the world, and it could help me and support me to give you more sessions and more lessons. Take care of yourselves, guys, and see you in the next session, and adios.